Let's break down how to sign clients off of YouTube videos that only have 300 to 1,000 views. Most people think you need millions of views to make money on YouTube, and that's complete BS. As you can see here, I've only gotten 288,000 views, and I've made over 7 figures online, with a lot of it coming from YouTube. The direct attribution to YouTube is in the multi 6 figures. So here's the problem. You're approaching YouTube like a content creator instead of a business owner. Content creators optimize for maximum views and broad appeal, but business owners optimize for qualified prospects and client acquisition, also known as cash. So here's real results from small view counts. So this is Matt Lucero. At the point of recording this interview, he was doing 1,655 views per week. He had signed 11 clients, total revenue over 100,000 cash collected. Charles went from 30K a month to 75K a month. For him, we were getting 12,000 views per week. Daniel, at the time of recording, he was getting a couple thousand views per video. I also have another interview on my channel where we had a client named Othman sign his first client in 3 weeks for his cold email agency, and his videos were getting 200 views per video. So instead of asking how many views did I get, all of our clients ask us how many qualified prospects saw our content. And this is what you should be doing as well. You need to ask yourself, does the content that you're making position you as the expert in your field? Because that's the important thing at the end of the day. So today I'm going to show you exactly how they did it, step by step, holding nothing back. Also guys, I just want to quickly mention that you can download this document along with any other mentioned assets by just clicking the first link in the description. So step one, you need to understand how buyers actually find you. Your ideal clients aren't binging content. They're methodically researching solutions to specific business problems. Understanding this research process is critical for creating content that converts. To translate this and just make it very easy for you to understand, buyers are searching up specific questions and specific topics into the YouTube search bar, and that's how they're going to find you. So phase number one is problem discovery. So I'm just basically walking you guys through the buyer's journey if they're buying through a YouTube video. So phase one, problem discovery, they encounter a specific business challenge and turn to YouTube for solutions, not entertainment. So let's say they're trying to run a Facebook ad, but they can't figure out how to upload the ad into the ads manager. They're going to search on YouTube how to upload ads into the Facebook ads manager. So that's an example. Phase two is solution research. So they find your video while searching for answers, and if you demonstrate deep expertise or you quickly solve their problem, they're going to instantly see you as a credible authority. And phase three is the implementation attempt. They think this looks doable, I'll try it myself, and then they attempt to implement your methodology, and that's where they get the reality check, which is phase four. They encounter the complexity and expertise required, and then they realize I need this done for me, and then they contact you. So to give one more example here, let's say you make a video talking about how to come up with YouTube video ideas, and then one person who's interested in starting a YouTube channel, he watches that video, but then he sees, okay, Ayman knows what he's doing. He has a done for you service. Let me check out a couple of his other videos. Oh, he has a video on how to script. Okay, so now I know how to come up with the idea how to do the script. He has a video talking about thumbnail psychology. Okay, wow, I'm learning so many things. Ayman clearly knows what he's doing. And by watching this content and through what he's saying, I can see that YouTube is so much work. So I might as well just work with him instead of do it myself. And then they book a call. This is the buyer's journey on YouTube. So this is why giving away your complete methodology generates more clients and not fewer. When someone spends 30 to 60 minutes or even more, like multiple hours understanding your system, they become intimately familiar with both your expertise and the complexity involved, and they build a parasocial relationship with you where they feel like they know you. They'll hop on a sales call and they'll already know how you speak. They'll know how you move. They'll know how your eyes look around when you're on camera. Like, they're going to be comfortable with you. And this is going to increase your close rate. Sales calls from YouTube videos typically close at like 50%, if not more. From cold traffic, you're usually looking at 30% if you're pretty good. So here's the math with small audiences. So I'm about to talk about B2B services for a second, but don't worry, this video applies to you even if you're an online coach and you're selling to a B2C audience. But I just need to clear this up. So when you're selling a high ticket B2B service, the economics work completely differently than consumer content. Fewer than 3 million US businesses generate more than 100K per year. So your addressable market represents a tiny fraction of YouTube's users, but that's your advantage. When 300 people watch your video, you're looking at 300 potential decision makers who are actively searching for solutions. That's a packed out conference room. So when you see a video got 50 views, okay, you need to think this is a full classroom. Okay, when your video gets 1,000 views, you need to think this is like a ton of people. This is 1,000 people, right? You need to visualize it. It's going to motivate you to create more content because you're really realizing how many individual people are watching your videos. Okay, so step number two is your positioning. The biggest mistake is trying to be everything to everyone. Confused people aren't going to buy. You need to deliberately narrow your positioning until you become the expert for one specific outcome. So here's the authority positioning formula. I help specific type of person achieve specific valuable outcome using this unique mechanism. So instead of saying, I help businesses grow, which could mean freaking anything or nothing, you need to say, I help SaaS founders scale from 100K to a million annual recurring revenue using strategic content marketing. So like, this is our unique mechanism. This is who we help. And then this is the outcome. Okay. Very, very simple. This creates instant relevance and it establishes assumed authority and pre-qualifies your audience. So when you're the specialist for their exact situation, they're much more likely to listen to you or buy from you. All right, so step 3 is creating your content strategy, and this is going to be done in 3 content buckets. Every piece of content you create should fall into one of these 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is top of funnel content, also known as action-based content. Highly searchable, step-by-step content that attracts new prospects. So the new way to sign your first agency client in 2025 is an example, or how to build a website from scratch in Webflow. These are action-based videos because you're showing them how to do something, and when they watch it, you're going to be like, okay, step 1, go into Webflow. Step 2, click this button. Step 3, do this, that, blah, blah, blah. It's action based. And this is top of funnel because it's bringing new people into your content ecosystem. Okay, so the next bucket is also top of funnel content. This is educational. So this is why-based content that builds authority and positions your methodology, but it also just educates them on something. But we're not really telling them step by step how to do something. So what this looks like is what every e-commerce brand gets wrong and how to fix it, or why this marketing method will get you insane results. Obviously, you'd replace marketing method with, Dream 100 or whatever marketing method you want. But we're basically just educating them on something, but not showing them how to do it step by step, because that would be action based. So we're telling them why they should run Facebook ads, why dropshipping is the best business model, why agency is the best business model. We're teaching them something, but we're not teaching them step by step. Rather, we're educating them. Bucket 3 is going to be your bottom of funnel content. So this is client interviews and case studies. So this is conversion content where a lot of the calls actually come from. In here, there's 2 types of videos. There's basically client interviews, which is when you hop on riverside.fm or Zoom, whatever, with your client or your student, and then you ask them a specific set of questions. You want to try and get the ROI in the first 30 seconds. So usually you want to start off the video by going like, hey, what's going on, Johnny? Before we get into anything, tell us, where were you at before working with us and where are you at now? And then they're going to be like, oh, I was at 50K a month and now I'm at 500K a month. These guys are the best YouTube agency ever. And then that's going to be in your hook. And then the rest of the video, I have another video, I'll probably pop it up on screen, which goes through the specific questions you should be asking on those interviews, but they're very, very easy to pump out. And then the next type of content is going to be case study breakdowns. So what this is let's say you did an interview with someone, then now you're going to do a case study breakdown on the same person. You're going to say how we took Johnny from 50K a month to 500K a month through YouTube videos. And then you're just going to break down the exact steps that Johnny went through when he worked with you. The first thing we did is we did the content research and we found his ideas. Next, we wrote the scripts. Here's how we did the scripts. Next, we edited the video, and just go through the step by step, similar to an action-based video, but there's a lot of social proof weaved into it. So one bonus is the 60-minute to 90-minute free course video. So this is one super long video where you give away everything you know, and you're going to link this in the description of all your videos, and you're going to push traffic to this video from other platforms. So this video absolutely cooks. Always performs super well when done right. It makes a ton of money and it's so good. We do it all the time for our clients. It's a key piece of our strategy. It's a top of funnel video, but it's also a bottom of funnel video at the same time. So that's why it's in this bonus section, because I don't really know where to put it because it's so overpowered. So here's how to come up with ideas. I have another video that goes fully in depth on this, but method number 1 is to steal from competitors, but not direct competitors. So a direct competitor is, let's say you're a dropshipping coach, direct competitor is going to be another dropshipping coach. But instead of doing that, because you don't want to copy from your competitors, you should look at indirect competitors, which is a dropshipping coach looks at an SMMA coach and then finds the outlier videos and repurposes them into their niche. That's the first method. The second method is going to be to just break down your business. So turn your service into 8 to 10 steps and create individual videos for each step. So for example, for me, I run a YouTube agency. So I made a video talking about how to come up with YouTube video ideas. And then I made a video talking about how to write a script, because that's the second thing we do. And then next I made a video talking about YouTube thumbnail psychology, because the next part of the whole puzzle is the thumbnails. And then next talk about this, that, boom, 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 how to use AI, whatever. You just break it down into 8 to 10 steps. If you're a dropshipper, the first step is maybe making your LLC. And then the next step is finding your product. And then the next step is setting up your ad account. And then the next step is whatever it is, how to steal ad creatives, or how to make ad creatives, whatever it is, you just break down your service or your business into multiple steps. So here's the buyer's journey one more time. Someone searches, they find your content, they realize you're the expert, they watch more videos, they think, why do this myself when he can do it for me? And then they book a call. Now, also something else that's important to note here is a lot of your views will actually not only come from search, they'll also come from the recommended home feed. But the thing that we've learned at my agency with all of our clients is that as long as we're optimizing for search, we're usually able to get views from the recommended home feed, but not vice versa. So we always just optimize for search and then everything else works itself out. All right, so step 4 is mastering the high conversion video structure. So the difference between videos that get views and videos that that get clients lies in the structure. Each section serves a specific purpose in moving prospects from skeptical observer to qualified lead. So first off, we got the hook, which is the first 30 seconds. So you want to start with a specific result you'll demonstrate. So you can say, today I'm showing you the exact system that helped Daniel scale from 80K a month to 200K a month in time frame. So you want to weave in social proof. It's very, very, very important because you're going to have people who have never heard of you before watching this video, and they're finding every single reason in their head to turn off your video and go doom scroll or go do something else. Their thermometer of how skeptical they are of you and your skill level and if you're legit is extremely high. Like, they think you're a scammer and you have to prove them otherwise. That's your job in the hook. And then obviously you want to give them a brief rundown of what you're going to talk about in the video, and then you want to get right into it. Usually with B2B videos, you want to keep your hooks shorter and just get into it a lot quicker because your viewers value their time a lot more. But with B2C videos, like if you're a dropshipping coach or you're selling anything, make money online, you can drag out the hooks a little bit longer and put some storytelling into it or get a bit creative. That's what we found to work better. So next, problem context. So you're going to reframe their understanding of the problem. Don't describe symptoms. You just want to reveal the underlying dynamics, and you want to just show that you understand their situation better than they do. And then from there, you need to sneak in a quick nonchalant 10 to 20 second CTA around the 30 to 40% mark in the video. So we started implementing this like a couple months back, and it just skyrockets the amount of opt-ins we get and book calls, because if you've ever looked at a graph and seen the retention, you know right at the end that's where the most drop off is. So you're just having way less people actually see the CTA. So you want to do a CTA a lot closer to the start of the video, but sneak it in, be smooth, and then get back to the rest of the video very smooth. Usually this is like 1 or 2 sentences or something, usually 2. From there, you want to get into your solutions. You want to give away your complete methodology while demonstrating implementation complexity. So you're going to show them how to do it, but while also showing them that it's complex. And then you're also going to include real screenshots, templates, step-by-step processes. You're just going to be very transparent because this is going to build authority. One thing I want to explain is I keep saying that you guys should give away everything. And this is true, but you can gatekeep certain things. So like, for example, along with my agency, I run a coaching program. It's not my main thing. The agency is the main thing, but with the coaching program, I gatekeep my outreach script and I gatekeep certain things. Like I never show my Airtable. I never fully show our automations because those types of things I want to just keep to people in the program. And a lot of the times that helps us close people on sales calls because they want those last little pieces to the puzzle. Obviously on top of that, they want one-to-one access. They want us to hold their hand. They want us to keep them accountable. They want the community, whatever. But you can gatekeep like small little bits, but show them like as much as you can, like 98% of your stuff. Next is the complexity acknowledgement. So this is the section that converts viewers to clients. And this is where you're basically just showing them how many moving pieces there are and how complicated this is. So here, basically, to put it in practice, let's say I'm making a video called how to come up with YouTube video ideas in 2025. Then I'm gonna be like, cool, Mr. Viewer, you know how to come up with ideas, but you don't know how to write a script. You don't know how to find editors to edit the video, or you don't know how to edit yourself. You don't know how to make a good thumbnail. You don't know how to schedule properly, do the SEO. You don't know how to do anything. Like, you need us, basically, but you can come up with ideas. Good for you, but you need us. And then boom, call to action. Offer the logical next step. You need to be precise. You need to tell your viewers what to do next. You can't just leave it up to reason or let them guess that there's a link in the description. No, you need to tell them, go hit the first link in the description if you want XYZ. So step 5 is creating your keyword content. So these are specific terms your ideal clients search for when ready to buy. So if you want to find your keywords, just ask your existing clients, what did you search up before finding me? Or if you have no existing clients that searched you up per se, you can use YouTube search suggestions in your niche, and you can just analyze competitors' top performing videos and look for problem specific searches. So examples by industry would be SaaS/tech, like scale SaaS marketing, customer acquisition. Agencies is like get agency clients, SMMA clients, high ticket clients, all these buzzwords. Real estate is like real estate leads, get listings, lead gen system. So now you're going to turn your keywords into video ideas using templates. So you can say scale SaaS, the new way to scale SaaS to $1 million ARR in 2025, or get agency clients. I tried 10 different ways to get agency clients. These are the best. Next, real estate leads. This lead gen system will get you 50 plus real estate leads per month. So you can turn a keyword into a full on title. You're going to create 1 video per week following the content calendar. Action-based video, educational, case study, repeat. Constantly. This is organic content. It can take time to work, but that's exactly why it's so good, because there's a moat. There's a moat of millions and millions of people who have tried to make YouTube videos and they quit because they don't want to thug out that first initial phase, when really, if they just thug it out, they would just enter this blue ocean because everybody's quitting, right? Step 6 is going to be optimizing for quality engagement and not views. So just track what actually generates revenue, not vanity metrics. So you mainly want to look at how many leads you're getting per video, how many strategy calls you're getting booked from YouTube, the revenue attributed to your YouTube content. And in secondary, you can look at your watch time percentage. You can look at your click-through rate. Honestly, I don't really like looking at click-through rate too much, it can be a bit funky because if you get hella impressions and your videos pushed out, your click-through rate is going to shoot way down. So there's a bit of monkey business going on with the CTR metric, but it's still good to look at. You know, typically you want 5 to 8%. Next, you want to check out your comment section, see what people are saying of the video. And in terms of attribution, typically most of our top end clients, they have high rows. So we just use that to track. Other things you can do, if you're on a budget, you can just duplicate your funnel and then do, for example, tickscale.net/YT, and then all the link clicks that go through there, obviously you'd have to duplicate your Calendly as well. Make sure you have a YouTube specific Calendly. Or what you can do is you can just add a question in your Calendly that says like, hey, where did you find me? And then from there, they can pick what they want. So 2 advanced conversion strategies include the video chain strategy. So this is where you link videos together because here you're increasing your session duration. So this is where YouTube rewards you if you're able to keep them on the platform for a long time. So if somebody spends 2 hours watching like 8 videos in a row on your channel, YouTube's gonna be like, yo, this guy's really good at keeping people on the app. He kept them on for 2 hours. Most people have the brain of a goldfish and they click off after 30 seconds. So let's reward this guy and push his videos out in the algorithm. And the best way to do this is by linking videos together. So at the end of an action-based video, you can push your case study breakdown, or you can push a client interview, or you can push your free course. You can use the end cards. You can put a link in the comments, in the description. You want to make it so each video leads to the next, which builds trust, but also pushes up the session duration. Next up is the problem awareness ladder. So you want to create content for different buyer stages. So there's problem unaware people. Here we're saying what every business owner gets wrong and how to fix it, but we're not telling them, oh, they're not doing enough marketing or reaching out to enough people. They need to do cold email. So we're just hitting people who are completely unaware. Here it's people who are aware of the problem. Stop doing cold outreach. Do this instead for 10K clients, or maybe any other problem. You highlight it and you tell them what to do instead. Solution aware is for people specifically who are aware of the solution. They know that cold email is the best way to get clients, quote unquote. So then they're going to search up stuff related to cold email specifically. So when you hit them with this, they're looking for the solution keyword in there, and it's there, and that's what's going to make them click. So here's common mistakes that kill conversions. So mistake number 1 is trying to appeal to everyone, and the solution is to get hyper specific about who you help and what outcome you deliver. Mistake number 2, holding back your best content. You never want to be that guy that makes a video saying like how I scaled my agency to 100 clients per month, or 100 new clients per month, and then when you watch the video, you actually learned 0 and you wasted 20 minutes of your time. That person's never going to buy from you because they're like, okay, this dude just wasted 20 minutes of my time. I value my time at 2K an hour. You're just going to burn leads. So instead, you need to give away your complete methodology. You can gatekeep little nuggets, but your free content should be better than most people's paid content, and you can still gatekeep a few things. To say that one more time. Mistake number 3 is weak call to actions. So instead, you need to just be very specific. Yo, click the first link in the description if you want XYZ. If you want me to help you one-on-one with scaling your dropshipping store, if you want a done for you e-commerce store, if you want XYZ, just tell them exactly what it is and tell them exactly where to go. Mistake number 4, optimizing for views instead of leads. So instead of making videos that's like, I just bought a G-Wagon for $500,000 and I put a Brabus kit on it or something, instead, you should make a video that's like how I use cold email to sign 100 clients a month, right? So don't optimize for views, optimize for leads. And now here's the psychology behind why this works. There's trust through transparency. So when you give away your best insights, prospects think, if this is what they share for free, imagine what their paid version's like, or imagine what it's like when I work with them done for you. Next, you're getting authority through demonstration. So you're showing that your methodology builds more trust than talking about credentials. Next up is self-selection by being specific. So only qualified prospects are going to consume like 30 minutes of your content, or an hour of your content, or 2 hours. These are your ideal clients. Next up, competence through complexity. Long form content showcases expertise in depth in ways that short form content could never ever do. Okay, if you make an Instagram reel, you have like 60 seconds, or maybe, oh, you have 3 minutes because Instagram allows reels up to 3 minutes or whatever. But a YouTube video is going to allow you to go infinitely as in-depth as you want and cover the entire topic. You don't have to worry about Instagram reels cutting you off, whatever. So here's the long-term vision. Okay, you're building more than a YouTube channel. You're creating a 24/7 sales team that qualifies prospects while you sleep. You're building a trust-building machine where every video demonstrates expertise, a competitive moat through consistent value delivery, a scalable lead source that compounds over time, a premium positioning tool where high value content justifies high ticket prices. Here's what you can do next. You have everything needed to start signing clients from a small YouTube audience. Most people will read this and do nothing. They'll wait for the perfect video idea or better equipment. But the top 10% will start this week and have their first or many qualified leads within the first 30 days. Remember, your expertise is valuable enough to scale past 7 figures. You just need the right system to attract people who can afford to pay it. So stop optimizing for random views and followers and start optimizing for applications, qualified calls, and cash. Your future self will thank you. So, ready to implement this system but want us to do it done for you? We help business owners transform their YouTube channels into cash generating machines using this strategy. So we do the ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnails, SEO, and posting, and all you have to do is record for 2 to 3 hours per month, and we do the rest. So no excuses, okay? You can't say you don't have time or any BS, because I'm only asking for 2 to 3 hours per month of your time, and you'll have a full-on YouTube sales funnel system done for you. So if you want to work with me, hit the first link in the description. It'll pull up my website. There's going to be a type form there where you can apply to work with us directly. And if you're a good fit, you'll speak with me, and I'll see you on the other side. And also, if you want to learn more about how to get clients through YouTube, just hit the playlist on screen or the video on screen. But that's it. I'll see you in the next one.